Welcome back to Across the Glass Sea. This is a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast, and I am your Dungeon Master, Nathaniel Miller. We are joined in studio, as always, by...
Ben Gilbreth playing Temerian. I am a feather on the wind, Narcile.
That's great. I think it's I'm a leaf on the wind, if you're referencing what I think you're trying to reference.
Yes,
but
I was
very
trying
good nevertheless.
Darn it.
We're also joined by...
Michael Mazul playing Lichen incorporating ethology.
Incorporating. Very good. Do you want to take it again, Ben, or do you want to just leave it in?
We're going to live with
cool.
It's in there.
It's in there.
Leaving it in.
Is it sad that being in the business world, my first thought was, oh, he's like an LLC now. He can...
That will be riveting radio for our listeners.
Oh, yes.
The ins and outs of Tyroan business law and
business ownership structures.
Yeah. Well, before we get to the riveting world of maritime corporate espionage, it's another synonym for piracy, perhaps. How about a recap?
Yes, please.
Awesome. Last time in Tyroa, you all were on the shores of the Sea of Storms, and our heroes completed the fishing competition that they had been engaged in after Lichen and Tam brought their prize catch back to the judges.
The Baron.
Yes, the Baron of the Deep, this massive gold-banded devil ray. You were crowned as the victors, and the festivities and celebrations began. You partied through the night. You uncovered the true identity of one Jib Gibson as Prince Barthel, a member of the Goblin royal family. You also received your prize, the so-called Obelisk of Champions, which you discovered was actually an ancient sun dwarf device, which would allow the White Wake to fly. You installed it on your ship.
I do feel a little bad that we're probably not going to return that. Like that is the first, I think that's the first instance of, oh no, our adventuring has long-lasting ripples.
Yeah. Well,
and thankfully it's small so far,
yeah.
And there may be others that I haven't thought of, but...
Yeah, you never know. After you installed it on your ship, you began to prepare for the journey into the heart of the Sea of Storms. Who knows what other foes, challenges, obstacles await you across the Glass Sea. When we last left our heroes, you were bedding down for the night on the White Wake. Everyone else was in the tavern on shore, and as the sun rises, the docks come to life with a hustle and bustle. It's kind of like, the day after a holiday where everyone's kind of moving a little bit more slowly, kind of less excited about going about their normal routines. Fishing ships are putting out to sea. Longshoremen are moving burdens across the docks. There's gulls cawing and calling in the early morning activity of the docks, and you all are awake. What would you like to do on this fine morning?
So, Captain, did you want to set out today? I mean, I know we had the crew. We've got to round them up. We're not in any particular hurry to do that, but...
I was thinking maybe just a quick stop because did we ever get a chance to go to the antiques and oddities, like the potential magic whatever thing here?
Yeah, because that's where you got your spyglass.
Thank you. Yes,
some of that stuff.
Okay, stuff's running together. Yeah, no, I'm good to set out today. Is there anything you have left, or Bergen, anything you got left you want to check out, or are we good? We good to anchor up?
Bergen shakes his head and says, I'm good to go. And he goes back to making some cinnamon rolls that he's working on for the whole crew as a leaving port treat.
Departure rolls.
Yes, departure rolls. He has some rolls of departure.
I can go gather everybody back, and we can be back by lunchtime, or we can all go together.
No, that's fine. Go ahead and get them. I'll do it once around on the ship. Make sure ship shape. Marco's pretty good at that. I don't expect anything to be wrong, but if you don't mind, first mate.
Yes, sir. And I give him a elaborate salute and walk down toward. I'm gonna go find Penelope.
Cool.
And hopefully find out if the captain's cape has been completed yet.
Yes, you run into Penelope. Kind of, you're heading towards the inn, but she meets you kind of halfway, and she actually has a bundle under her arm, and she says,
"Is that it?"
Yeah, damn, they got it done in record time.
That's great. Oh, can we? Oh, I'd like to look at it first, just so we can maybe think about how we can present it to his fanciness.
All right, yeah, he is quite fancy. And the rest of the crew's like with y'all. She knew, that y'all were probably going to be heading out, so she had rounded everyone up. So
Tam high fives and fist bumps everybody.
yes, everyone's kind of
Morning.
excited. They're excited that they're about to pull a surprise on Lichen. Yeah, she unfurls the cloak, and it is just it's a brilliant sort of treated black with almost like a purplish green like sheen to it as it curls through as the fabric billows. There's a collar that the tailor has added on it, kind of a high collar, and there's a border, like a nice gold trim on the cloak as well. The inside
great.
is just fabric, like the interior of it, and you've noticed that there has been a small pocket sewn in one of the sides of the cloak as well.
Right, this is great. Okay, this is perfect. What happened with the Sky Elf?
He's still with y'all. Yes, he has been coming with y'all. He's the one who has been sort of telling...
he was with the crew inland?
Yes. He has been just reading books during your diversion in Pebbleton. He's been around.
Well, Mr. Araneth, it seems as though we are prepared to finally investigate what you've asked us to investigate.
All right, it's a great honor to be on this trip with you all. I know that it's a little bit out of your way, but I believe that there will be quite enough reward for everyone to make it worth their while. I appreciate you taking me into your confidence in this way, and it will be good to see this piece of history from my people that no one has been to in hundreds of years, as far as I'm aware.
And as we're talking and walking, I've got a spell that I can use to find objects. So if there's anything in particular that you're interested in finding, or you think that might help us locate maybe a central or important area, if you can describe an object to me, I could maybe give us a bit of a guiding light in that direction.
Yeah, so how does it work? I mean, does he have to have seen it before, or can it just be like, I've studied this period of history and they all had this type of pottery and I'll describe this type of pottery to you?
Locate object. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you, the caster. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. The spell can locate an object known to you as long as I have seen it up close.
Okay.
Never mind. I would have known that, and so I didn't say anything. Can you cast a spell called Locate Object?
Unfortunately, I'm not much use. I'm useful as a scholar, and I have a couple of ways that I can protect myself if necessary, but in terms of finding and investigating, my tools are a little bit more mundane, I guess you could say.
That's all right. I've got an idea for myself, and Tam kind of surreptitiously rubs his chest where the one ring of command is.
Okay, yeah. He says, well, that sounds good to me. And you all walk back towards the ship.
Here, Penelope, you put this on and stand at the back, and we'll all present you as you unveil it.
But it's his. We're giving it to him, right? So why would I be wearing it?
But you can twirl it really nice.
How about what if I do this instead? And she casts Mage Hand and carries it, like basically has using her magic is able to make it look like it's floating on like an invisible person.
Like the birds in Cinderella?
Yes, exactly.
Or if I want to sound cooler, like the cloak in Doctor Strange.
Hey, both of those are great. Both of them are cool. But yes, so that it's like this cloak is just floating.
This is perfect. Go, let it go ahead of us.
She's like, now I'm worried he might think it's a magic cloak now, but hopefully he'll get over that disappointment.
If he thinks it's magic, and it comes to some amusement on our behalf, so be it.
She laughs at that a little bit and continues on. Lichen, you're kind of trying to make everything ship-shape, and you see... roll a perception check for me.
Oh, man. 22.
Oh.
I wanted it to be low.
With a 22, you see your crew and Tam and Penelope, basically everyone except Bergen, because Bergen's still cooking on the ship, walking towards the White Wake. They're kind of huddled together in a way that's like very unnatural and strange to you. They're almost like they're trying to hide something. And so they're coming on the ship and just about to walk up the gangplank.
Tam isn't walking foot by foot. He's kind of shuffling to stay in formation in front of stuff.
I don't think you've ever seen
Captain?
Tam move that way.
Yeah.
Permission to come aboard.
Yeah. Hey, guys. What's happened? Do we need to do a fire check or something, or?
Tam just ducks and says, "Now!"
Ta-da! Penelope has the cloak sort of float up and forward, and you see this really finely made devil ray skin cloak with a nice fancy collar and gold trim shimmering as it floats towards you. Captain, we just got you something as a token of our gratitude and appreciation for you as our captain. It was all Tam's idea.
Tam just bows. Your trophy, good sir.
You bought me a flying cloak? Like, slowly, hands up, about to grab it.
I feel like at that time, Penelope lets go of Mage Hand and it just crumples into your hand, just kind of...
Yeah.
It only has one...
Somewhat deflating.
It only has one use a day. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, Captain.
Oh no, like it's gonna die.
And then Lichen just looks up and very genuinely is like, well, thank y'all. Wow, this is unexpected for sure, but thank you.
Come on, let's put it on you. And I think Tam realizes that you're a little bit awkward and kind of out of your depth, so he swirls it around and lays it over your shoulders for you to button and adjust as you feel you need to.
I think as you put it on me and are like helping me, I imagine almost, I don't know if any of you guys had this experience or something similar. I just remember like going to my high school prom and my brother was fixing like everything on me, and that just kind of feels like what's happening. But I think Tam doing that, you feel kind of like an uneasiness and like shaking to my physical body, and I think maybe something might click for you. At this point, we've gotten closer, talked more, and although you didn't see the flashback to his childhood, the only nice thing in his childhood room were two very formal clothing. That most likely anyone could assume that those were strictly given to him for events to where even though we don't like you in the family, you have to look the part.
When you had to be there with everybody.
Exactly. And so being gifted clothing specifically is a big deal for Lichen.
Tam steps back. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of the White Wake.
Hooray! Penelope's like, 3 cheers for the captain! And everyone gives a hip hip hooray.
Hooray!
Bergen comes up from below decks with oven mitts and a tray, being like, what I miss? I made some departure rolls for everyone. And he starts passing out. Yeah, everyone's very happy.
Nothing
Everyone's
bad will ever
excited.
happen, yay!
Nothing bad will ever happen.
And with that, our campaign is over.
All right, thanks for listening to Across the Glass. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, there is much more to be done. So
Much more bad things are going to happen.
The departure rolls are eaten. The cloak is given. Penelope comes up at some point to the captain and says, "Hey, Cam, when it was floating earlier, that was me. I was just trying to make it all presentable to you.
Tam
it's not
here's
magic.
just-
I just need you to know. I feel like you would be really disappointing if you tried to fly and it wasn't magical. So I wanted to just clear that up for you. So yeah, sorry about that, but I wanted it to be, look and appear special when we were bringing it up. So that's why I did that."
Oh, no, that's, yeah, I knew that. Of course I knew that. Deception of 8. I was fully aware. I mean, I figured maybe it was 90% you, 10% the cloak, but...
She
Tam
smiles.
with a mouthful of cinnamon rolls. Suck up.
She smiles and she's like, "Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you saw right through it." And she turns back and goes to help prepare the ship to leave.
And Tam comes up to Lichen. I didn't tell him about, and he just kind of gesticulates upward with his thumb. Not a word. So just whenever you want to do it, we can, make sure nobody's near the edge, maybe. But
Or maybe we make sure everyone's by the edge.
well, I think I have in my head that it's gonna shoot up like a rocket or something. Like something shot out of a cannon, maybe. Or we don't have, like a crossbow, because we don't have
No firearms.
No firearms. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm talking about. And so I'd hate for somebody to be leaning over and get tumped out and miss the launch.
That's true. And then, Nathaniel, can it do it once a day?
Yeah, once a day for an hour.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, let's at the very least definitely get out of eyesight of the land.
Yeah, I figured we'd kind of keep this to ourselves.
Yeah, if we can, we don't want a ton of people knowing we got on a flying ship for a lot of reasons. One, it's a great element of surprise, but two, also, we definitely might become targets if we have a flying ship.
Yeah, because you said the other night that maybe this is what whoever was after us was after. Genuinely, that had not crossed my mind.
That's what my assumption is. Somebody who maybe knows something about how to incorporate this. Maybe there's another ship like ours around it. We already asked Wayfinder if they could search for similar ships around, and it kind of can't.
Yeah, she's got to be connected first, and then she can find them.
Yeah.
When I found Wayfinder, there were other versions of her, but they were just damaged. She was the one that looked complete.
Yeah, and the way that Wayfinder explained it to you is that there are more potential capabilities, but that it just requires more units or pieces to be added and incorporated.
She's got to level up.
Yeah, she has to level up too.
Well, I think we're ship shape and ready to go.
Sounds good. You guys cast off, and there's plenty of other fishing boats that are kind of puttering around the harbor and the approaches right outside the harbor. But after a few minutes of sailing and you're underway, you're very quickly out in the main channel of this strait between the land that Pebbleton is on and the mainland that feeds out into the Sea of Storms. And so quickly you all are moving out into this ocean, into this body of water that the last time you were on it, you were in the middle of a typhoon.
Yep.
And a couple hours pass, and soon all land is gone.
Once we depart and once everything is kind of running smoothly, Tam will go to the prow and pray for safety to Hachiman.
Okay, cool. Make a religion check.
Religion. It's a 10 on the dice, and my religion is... that makes an 11.
Cool. Yeah. You feel a sense of, a mixture of confidence and foreboding.
I think Tam knows that when he prays, he doesn't always expect answers.
Right. Yeah.
And so that would be perfectly reasonable to him. He's like, yeah, I'm praying because we're setting out on a journey, and that's when we pray.
Cool. Yeah, you all have been given a heading by the Cloud Elf Orden Aranath, but you're not quite sure exactly how far this floating fortress is. There's a lot of mystery. He was not very exact about its precise coordinates. He's given you, this is the heading, this is the general direction. If we go this way long enough, we will probably run into it.
Right, that's the general direction of the haystack and the needle that it contains.
Yes. So you all are on the way. What would you like to do on the ship while you are going? Is there anything you want to have set up? Any I guess travel order is kind of what I'm thinking of. What are you doing? How are you participating in the watch or the whatever?
Tam knows that he's not much use on the ship actively, but if he has checked and made sure that no one needs his help, I'm going to work on my grenades.
Cool. Yeah.
In a similar fashion, there isn't too much besides steering the ship and probably talking with the Cloud Elf a good bit, since he's the only one that generally knows the location and what to look for and things like that. I think actively, again, as steering the ship, I would be keeping an eye out because we're in the Sea of Monsters right now. So I don't fully know. I think I've said it before. Lichen's never been this far on the outskirts. Barely at the capes, but never really fully on the outside of things. And then lastly, based on, because we've had a couple encounters at sea with flying creatures, I'm assuming our ship has some type of cannon or artillery type thing somewhere on it, or no?
There's like ballistas, like very large crossbows.
There's
no
going to attempt to find somebody on the ship, because I don't think I would be very good at it, but I want to essentially make some of those nets that you can shoot that have like weights around it to try
nice.
to like ground whatever it is. So that's what I would kind of spend my time at sea doing until we get there.
Yeah, I think Marcos would probably
My man.
have some. I think his background is in fishing, and so I think he has some.
I think Tam
experience
would
with
enjoy helping with those kind of things, with
Okay, cool.
working with his hands, helping his dad in his shop growing up. Tam likes to be a helper.
Yeah. Is anyone like keeping watch in the crow's nest, like keeping a lookout for threats?
I think we would have people rotating up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely take a spell up there,
Okay.
and in between that time, I would be working
Cool.
on grenades and nets.
Yeah. I don't think Lichen would ever go up there.
Okay. Tam, would you give me a perception check?
Yep,
Just to
I've
sort
got
of-
my goggles back, so
And this is sort of like as y'all are heading out that you're doing
yay,
this.
yay for advantage. That's 18 plus 6, 24.
It's
Cool.
really good.
So this is all before, this perception check is before doing any of the extracurriculars
Yeah.
on the boat.
Yeah, I think this is Tam taking his shift. Like, this is that we've started out well. Once my shift's over, I can do what I want to do.
Cool.
Duty first.
The first 30 minutes or so of heading out into the sea is very peaceful. I mean, there's waves, there's breakers, but it's the gentle rolling of waves in the middle of the ocean in
This
a
is
period
much
of
better
relative
than a
calm.
storm.
Yes. You see at one point a tangle of what looks like some kind of vegetation, just below the surface, and some fish darting in and out of that. You see seabirds. At one point, a great, massive albatross glides through your field of vision. And then, behind and slightly to the south, you see something on the horizon. And you look more closely. You have a telescope, right?
The captain has a telescope. I have my goggles of
You
advantage.
have your goggles. Okay. And you look more closely, and this speck on the horizon begins to get bigger and taller, and it seems that there you see another ship.
We'll definitely call that down. Ship ahoy, Captain!
Yes.
Behind us! I think Tam has kind of purposefully ignored some of the nautical jargon
Yeah.
and just refuses to say port and starboard or try to get them right, and so just points at things or gives cardinal directions. To the south.
Lichen, he also has his halberd on his back, but on his sides where swords would be, he has both spyglasses and whips them both out. Like binoculars instead.
so funny.
And tries to get
with
a
the
look.
telescope. Now they just
That's so good. They're like rocking back and forth, collapsing and extending.
Oh yeah. Hey, Lycan's intelligence -1, so he's like double the vision
doesn't
here.
look practical
So
at all.
can I make a roll to see zoomed in if I could make more details out on it?
Yeah. Give me advantage with for 2 telescopes.
Let's go.
1 dice per telescope.
Just perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. You see, you fix them, and a couple things come clear. One, this figure, this blip on the horizon, is moving towards you. The second thing is you begin to see it's not one ship, it's 3 ships.
Oh no.
They're just sort of sailing in formation together. And as they get a little bit closer, you're able to see the 3 flags that they're flying. There's actually 6 flags, two flags per ship. All 3 of them are flying the same flag. It is a black flag with a white skull and crossbones.
Oh,
And then arrayed
come on.
around the skull are 5 golden stars. You don't even need to make a roll. This is the flag of the Pirate King. This is his banner.
Okay. And these 3 ships started gunning for us basically when we pulled out of port.
No, they appeared on the high seas. They were not in Pebbleton. You do not recognize them. They have somehow picked up your trail and
And they're
are
coming for us.
maybe they were
Okay.
lying in wait outside of the harbor.
Captain, there's 3 of them now.
The other flags, each of them has an individual flag. The Pirate King flag is like flying at the top of the flagpole.
Right, that's
Each
the
of them
fleet.
has a-
That's the flag of the fleet.
Yes, each of them has a smaller flag right below that. One of them is a black flag with a white hook on it. One of them is a black flag with what looks like a sideways anchor. And then one of them is a black flag with what looks like a pot of gold, like a leprechaun pot of gold.
Do any of those, being a merchant repurposer, do any of those flags trigger anything for me?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Sure thing. History. Oh, -1. Awesome. All right. 13.
Yeah, you have heard stories of the Pirate King's trusted lieutenants. It's a group of figures called the Nine Thunders.
I remember.
Right, because we talked about them. We saw one of them before we teleported.
Super cool,
Yes.
Nathaniel, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So, but please continue.
Ben loves it.
Yes.
Tam's a little leery of
Super
this.
cool.
Yeah. You don't know all of them. You don't know their identities. You don't even know their names. But one of them, people have talked about in kind of like hushed tones. Merchants who've been taken apart. You've heard Admiralty sailors talk about this figure who has just like torn them to shreds. Supposedly he can't be killed. Whose name is the Anchor. That's what they call him.
Oh, man.
So you're not quite sure. Maybe this is...
That's a certain type of nickname. I don't
So
really
go with
want to
that
meet him
flag.
quite yet.
and the ships are heading towards you.
Are we like head to head coming to get like they're in our way? And
No.
we're going?
They are behind you. They're pursuing
They're
you.
behind us. Okay, cool.
What was the name of the ship that the Vincent's friend in arms was? I'm looking through my notes and I can't find it. The ship that always want to call him Kronk. That Kronk wanted us to find.
Oh yes.
The sand something or other.
The Sandpiper.
Sandpiper.
Was its name.
None of that looks particularly Sandpiper-ish.
No, as they get closer, they're not that close. Like, it will still be almost a days long chase unless something crazy happens. And they still like in you looking at them, you're like, okay, if we were just sailing out into the middle of the sea, like they probably wouldn't actually be able to catch up because the White Wake is very fast.
Yep.
However, they're just they're fast enough to keep an eye on you and to keep tailing you. They probably wouldn't be able to close the distance, but you also don't know that you will be able to completely lose them unless there's some kind of other place you could lose them in, or a storm, or something else happens that you would be able to use, or if maybe you could come up with a plan to lose them. I don't know, but they're not. It's not like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
They're not going to board us necessarily, but we might not be able to ditch them either.
Not unless you turn and face them. Yeah. So
I'm assuming we're days out from where we're trying to get. I'd say we let the day play out and see, will they chase us? Will they catch up to us?
yeah.
Also, above board, this was my immediate idea. When they get close enough, we activate our flying thing. We slow down until they're beneath us, and I think we still have a bunch of gunpowder kegs.
Just drop bombs on them.
As long as we can cripple one ship fully, I'm just gonna assume that they would help out one of these three. I don't know, but
we don't have to go the full 18,000 feet up.
yeah.
We can just go up 120 feet.
So
and...
we drop giant keg bombs, and you just go fishing in a barrel. That's
I like that
my
idea.
that was just my immediate. I think you use like one
That's
barrel
awesome.
to make bombs with, but I think
yeah,
I wrote it down somewhere. I think we got I want to say we got like 5 or 6 barrels.
we had several.
Yeah. How many do you have according to your? How many you have written down is how many you have.
I wrote down that we got 5, and I think I took 1 for a
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
for my grenades.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
So we see that I haven't even started my grenades yet.
You have not
so-
started your grenades yet.
Okay. Or I've got the beginnings, but I haven't worked on them since.
As they get closer, you're able to read printed on the prows of each of these 3 ships the ship's names. So one of them is called, the one with the hook flag is named the Wind's Whale.
AIL, I assume, not the fish.
Yes, Wind's Whale, WAIL. The one with the anchor flag, that's easily the biggest ship. And
Okay.
the sails and the wood of that ship are black. It's called the Dark Labyrinth.
Cool.
That's cool.
And the Pot of Gold ship is called the Lucky Score.
Okay, I gotta make an insight check now. Does the pot of gold look like Bergen's pot by chance?
Make an insight check.
You can't do this, Nathaniel.
That is amazing. Bergen leaps into the sea.
15, so not bad.
It looks more like a cauldron than a pot, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Make another perception check for me.
That's amazing.
Looking at the specific, the people on the deck.
Ooh, that's gonna be good. 22.
Yeah, with the 22, you can see standing at the helm, steering the ship, you see the same ruffian who had stolen Bergen's cauldron all those episodes before below the city of Hermida.
I knew it.
Don't you? Nathaniel,
I had a feeling.
We were gonna run. We had a plan.
I had a feeling.
And now you ruins it. Stupid fat hobbit.
I had a feeling when you described it.
Oh.
Like we'll call Tam over and give you one of the extra spy glasses and just point and just be like, the only man that's ever downed me.
What? He was a pirate the whole time.
I don't know, but now his flag is literally what he stole from us.
The name of the ship is the Lucky Score.
The lucky score.
the lucky
Oh
score.
my gosh. having this been brought to my attention, what's the size difference? Is this a suicide run if we turn around immediately, or?
I'll say it is unlikely that you all would be able to take these 3 ships and their requisite crews in a straight up fight.
Fairly.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah, fairly. Yes, fairly. You don't know what kind of magic they might have. You know that
True. Dang it! Everybody has magic, not just us.
you know that the Pirate King's lieutenants, especially, have abilities of power. They've accomplished many remarkable, and some would say fantastical, achievements. But also, you know, the guy that y'all fought before was just a guy. So you're like, if it was just this dude, we could handle him easily. But
Yeah.
he's not alone. So, yeah, risky business, I'll say.
Captain, as much as I want to get vengeance for Bergen's pot, 3 against 1 is not good odds.
No, I agree with you. Let's not tell him for now.
Fair enough. I wasn't gonna. My problem is, if they stay with us the whole time, we're gonna have to lose them eventually.
Yeah, true.
And we'll fight them off when we get to this. Well, I mean, these islands are supposed to be floating. Maybe, and we've got a ship that flies. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just gotta bum around on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean maybe. And at this point in game, I'll tell Tam my idea of we could just let it play out for the day, let them catch up, and use our new trick. And you're using 1 barrel of that gunpowder, right?
Yep.
I think dropping 3 barrels of gunpowder on them might do enough damage. Honestly, at first, when I saw what was coming at us, I was like, oh, if we cripple the anchor, that'll just take them out. Now that I know who's on the Lucky Score, I don't care if it's the smallest ship. I think that's the one we drop stuff on.
But if we do that and then it sinks, I mean, we've got our vengeance, maybe, but then we've lost the cauldron, the pot, as Tam looks furiously over his shoulder to make sure Bergen's not around.
Lichen puts both hands on either one of Tam's shoulders and is like, now you're getting the repurposing spirit. I knew, I saw it, I've seen it coming out more and more in you. I love it.
Oh, all right.
That's right, we repurpose.
But as I'm not entirely a repurposer, we do have another goal in mind of reaching this ancient city.
We do.
And possibly finding more, and I pat my chest where the ring would be hidden. And it's more important that we keep that out of bad people's hands.
That's really true.
If it was just, when I first saw it and it was just 1, I thought, oh, if they catch us, we fight them off. 1 less thing to worry about. But now that there's 3 of them, and it would seem that we're not losing them, maybe we let this be a chase, or we And I've been, as soon as you called me down, I began racking my brain. I don't have any spells that can really help with that or anything. Not that can cripple a ship without us having to go up against it with complete and utter abandon.
Yeah. Well, my thought was, I mean, should we just see how this plays out? Set our ship full tilt forward, see if they continue for the full day to catch us, and once they get close enough, then we'll make the decision at that point. Or are they going to lose interest? Are they actively looking for us, or did they just see a ship that they think, oh, let's just go take them?
That's a good question. I think that's wise. I think we just run with preparation to fight if need be. Speaking of which, not today, but another day I can cast a spell that we can basically booby trap anything we've got to explode. It's called Glyph of Warding, and I can inscribe it on anything I want.
That would be helpful.
And DM, as I was reading it, there doesn't seem to be a range or anything. It just takes time to scribe it.
Yeah, it's meant to be
Like a
kind of
like a
leave
left
behind
left
thing.
alone booby trap, yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of like scribing it on a treasure chest and floating it back to them.
Or inscribing it on one of the barrels of gunpowder, if you could make that waterproof, perhaps. Penelope will come up at this point and be like, "Pursuers on our tail, Captain?"
That looks like the Pirate King, if I'm not mistaken.
She'll hold out her hand for one of the...
Tam gives her his.
Yeah, she looks at the flags and she says, "Yeah, that's his device."
I don't know why they'd be hunting us. I think maybe we're just chance of opportunity for them, but...
Captain,
Well, didn't you say that there were some pirates that tried to lift your fish from you back in Pebbleton?
Yeah, but why would... I mean, I had that thought, but I don't know why the Pirate King...
they want your cape.
That's...
I've marked us forever.
I mean, is there anything else that fish could have got them, or that contest could have got them that would be worth trying to steal from someone?
I kind of look over at Tam and I'm like, I mean, only...
Didn't you get some fishing rods or something?
Only if they know how to use it. But yeah, we got
Well, I think
something
that,
extra.
I think they're pirates, so they probably know how to use a fishing rod.
Let's just say we got something that Wayfinder has become much more interesting.
Ah. She thinks about that for a little bit, and she says, well, if they get a little closer, there's some spells I might be able to use that could be potentially pretty helpful, but I'm afraid at this distance there's not much that I have in the way of reaching out and touching them.
Agreed. Captain, isn't our flag magical? Can't we change it to what we want it to be? Can I do like an insight check? Would it already be too late to maybe fly a flag that would make them think, oh, this is one of our buddies, we can leave us alone, or...
Yeah, make an insight check.
That's a 2 for a big old 8. But
It's
I rolled
worth
a 2.
trying. It's worth trying.
Captain, could you... I mean, we've got this flag that you can kind of change on your whim.
Yeah.
Would it be worth trying to fly it and get them to leave off?
Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, anything's worth anything, but I think at the end of the day, we just are going to run for now, right? I don't think any of us want to straight up fight with them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of ways we can get them to quit chasing us maybe before we get where we're going. Because I don't feel inclined to letting people know where we're going.
Yeah. Would you allow us to use the flag like that?
What do you mean?
Well, the specific description is just the flag changes to the colors and symbols of the ship's captain and crew. So am I allowed to just change it to whatever I want, whenever I want?
I think the reason I gave it to y'all was that it would change with, like, that y'all could use it to disguise and fly under a false flag.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember it having the limitation of, it has to just be your sigil or whatever. So yeah, you could definitely use it that way. As to whether or not it is going to fool them, that's another question. But yeah, sure.
Would the Pirate King have smaller ships like we have?
We're
running.
I'll remind y'all that your ship doesn't look like almost any other ship that you've ever seen. It has like white silverish wood with elegantly carved figures and shapes, with two sort of oars jutting back behind it that are glowing with arcane energy that actually make y'all go faster than you normally would. So he does have smaller boats, not ones that look
Not magic talking
like
ones.
you. Yeah, not magic talking boats.
I think you're right, Captain. I think we prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Well, no, now I'm I like some of what you said. What if instead of trying to change it to them and act like we're part of them, what if we just change it to the Silver Fleet? Make it seem like they're picking a fight with a bigger dog than they realize. And I don't know, maybe we actually come across some Silver Fleet out there. They see us attacking the ship. I mean, we could get lucky. I don't know.
Knowing what you know about pirates, do you think they would be inclined to attack anybody 3-on-1? Because I've heard this before. Dead men tell no tales.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good one. I remember.
I mean, I've got sending. Technically, if I wanted to snitch to somebody, I could.
That's that's a good nursery
I think
rhyme.
I think it good nursery rhyme. I think honestly, just we do our best to run, and then as we get closer to our goal, I mean, we came up on a storm very quickly out here. It's the sea of storms, and so we may luck out. I think you're right. I think we just run. We run, but we know what we're running from, and we prepare what happens if we get caught. As we all frantically scribble through and look through our spells and abilities to see what we can do.
So y'all are just running.
Yeah, I think for the time being, we're just running.
Cool.
Just full speed ahead.
Yeah, you guys go, and you're making good distance. I mean, the nice thing about this is that they have to navigate the sea the same as you. And because you're heading kind of in a straight line, they can't, spread out and, catch you from different angles. So their superior numbers right now are a little bit, it's not really that advantageous to them. But yeah, as you guys travel on, the sun starts to set and night begins to fall. It's been a pretty normal, even, easy experience as far as the Sea of Storms goes, even though you're being chased by pirates. And night falls. Let's do the hand grenade rolls for sleight of hand.
Can I cast Enhance Ability on myself to make this? I think
absolutely.
Tam would have I would have given myself the intelligence one. So could I possibly make this an investigation check or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so let's do advantage. That's a nat 20, baby. We got grenade.
Yeah.
So 21. 21.
Yeah. Roll a d6.
Use the same d6 from the nat 20. A 6!
Wow. Okay.
This is going to be so bad when this catches up to me.
6 grenades.
Yes.
But you've exhausted the gunpowder and other materials.
Sweet.
Did you write down the stats of what the grenades would be?
You shared it in the Discord. I can
I shared it in the Discord. Okay.
It's pretty nasty if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a bomb. That's what it is. Each creature within 5 feet of this point must succeed on a DC 12 dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 fire damage.
60 feet away. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how far you can throw it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tam went all state, man.
Bergen has caught some fish while you guys have been sailing. He's stuck some nets down to trawl along while you guys are doing this and pull them up, and he has he has sort of a fish fry going on the deck right now.
Does Wayfinder have like a night running mode?
Wayfinder? Yes, First Officer Tam.
Do you have a stealth mode?
Regrettably, this model is not equipped with any of the Imperium's latest technology for concealment and clandestine activity.
Oh, all right then. Thank you. Tam just yells towards the mast every time he talks to Wayfinder.
Wayfinder says, "I can try to be quieter."
I think you're all right, but it's up to you. We're just being chased.
Yes, we seem to be maintaining pace with our pursuers. It is unlikely that they will catch us.
That's encouraging.
Cool. So as you guys sail into the night, I would love for one of y'all to roll a D12 encounter check.
I'm thinking you, Michael. I'm a little leery of my good streak right now.
D12 it is. That is a 4.
Cool. As you guys go off into the night, the wind starts to pick up. The waves get a little more choppy. And
Tam immediately ties off.
The stars begin to be hid from clouds. It doesn't look as angry of a storm as you guys faced earlier, but you're getting a bit of weather. And then all of a sudden you see this patch of water, and the wind is moving so fast now that it begins to like spin and funnel up, and then a water spout begins to like grow up in the water directly in front of you. So will require some skill checks to sort of navigate this danger, or perhaps even use it as a way to get rid of your pursuers.
Yep.
Captain, how can I help? Help you. I've got this spell that makes you better at stuff. What would you like to be better at for an hour? And Tam is freaking out. I have decided to self-impose Bane anytime we're in bad weather.
Okay.
Definitely
That's awesome.
steering. I think steering's gonna come in handy big time here for a little bit.
Okay, so do you want to be strong to be able to hold it, or do you want to be quick to be able to do it at the right time?
Which one would make more sense, DM, to be able to steer? Would it be more of a dex or more of a strength?
I think it depends on how you want to play it. If you want to be agile and nimble, like turning and getting around, then I think that Dex makes sense. But if you just sort of want to power through, then strength or even con could be the right move.
Okay.
Captain, it's your call.
I will do strength con or whatever, I guess. So yeah, 100%. I'm gonna see this as an opportunity to try to, if I'm quick enough, and specifically because it just formed, maybe there's a small kind of gap or time window where I can kind of squeak by, but then it mess up our pursuers. That's
Cool.
That's my rationale and goal right now.
So yeah, I'll cast Bull's Strength on Lichen,
And what's that do?
which gives you
Advantage on strength checks, right?
strength checks for an hour.
Oh, nice.
But it is concentration for me.
Okay.
Captain, I just had this thought. What if we go straight... Well, no, we can only float for an hour. Never mind. I was thinking we go up and just hang out in the sky all night and then just go underneath us. But we're not going to... We can't float that long.
In the pitch, and if we ever get a pitch black night, though, that's a great idea.
Oh, man, how cool would it be to see a sailing ship floating in front of the moon? Dad?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, you guys make these preparations. Bergen comes up and gives you a little shrimp po' boy sandwich, half that he
Classic.
had been saving for later. And so you have bardic inspiration as well.
Yes. Sweet.
Our captain is buffed.
Yeah, so you guys make a heading directly for the water spout, and as you constantly keeping an eye on the ships behind you as well, you see that they start to spread out a little bit.
I think Tam is definitely watching the ship so that he can avoid watching the water spout.
Yes. Yeah, Tammy, you notice they spread out. Not out of sight of each other, but like kind of a wide, essentially scattered formation. So it only seems that the middle one, the one flying the anchor flag, would be possibly in the path of this water spout.
Got it.
But they can also still see each other, and they can still see you. So, but it is adjusting their formation takes a little bit of time, so that you actually gain a little bit of distance between y'all and them. And then the water spout is coming up on y'all. So I'll give me I'll need some kind of check, strength check. At the last minute, you're gonna pull the wheel, and it's just gonna be it's gonna require a lot of strength to pull it out of the path of this water spout.
Okay.
Tam is just locked on watching the other boat, just praying under his breath the whole time.
So just
Let's say DC 18,
DC.
And you have
18.
advantage.
Oh, you're right. I do. Okay.
and you have bardic inspiration.
Okay. I think I already got it. So it is just a strength check. So I'm just adding my strength score.
Are you proficient in athletics?
I am. Oh man. Okay. Yeah.
Athletics check with advantage.
That's gonna be a 21 then.
There we go.
Nice.
Athletics is one
Yeah,
of the things that I have like the proficiency into. So that was very helpful.
Your ship begins to drift closer and closer, and you've seen water spouts before. It's not like a death sentence necessarily, but it can really smash. I mean, the force of that much water, it can smash the side of a ship. It can overturn a ship if it's not careful, if it's not balanced correctly. I mean, it's not going to be pleasant either way. Eventually, you get to a place where like the suction of the water is almost pulling your ship in, but you turn the wheel, and in conjunction with Wayfinder's propulsion system, you're able to skip free at the last moment, and you begin to sort of use this water spout to keep it in line with it and the ship right behind you, sort of obscuring y'all's ship from the anchor ship, the Dark Labyrinth.
Slingshot engaged.
Yeah, you're past the water spout.
Well,
you begin to pick up speed.
In my mind, I'm letting the ship go with it, so the wheel is spinning crazy fast. But because
Yeah.
I've been buffed with strength, right when we're about to come out on the other side, and I need to stop it to turn it to pop us out, I just essentially
Just
punch
lock
my
in.
my arm through,
Ooh.
and what would break a normal man's arm, and just
Yeah.
because of Tam's buff,
That's
just
awesome.
tanks it.
Nice.
Yeah, you feel it. I mean, you're like, this might bruise in the morning.
But we're alive.
Wham!
You're
Ooh,
alive.
that's so cool.
You fly through the water spout and on the other side, and you're past it.
Woohoo.
And you see behind you. Let me just roll for this ship.
There's
see what
no
they're gonna
way
do.
anybody on that ship can cast a second level spell.
It looks like they're actually going to try to avoid it. They are not going to just sail as closely as you do. So they slow down. That's a nat 20 on their ship handling roll. So they are able to they almost like Tokyo Drift style drift around it.
I love
But
that
they
that's
don't-
a thing now.
They're not as they're not as fast as y'all, and so they do still lose some time. And the night continues on as these ships sort of sail across the Sea of Storms, pursuing you.
We gained some distance from them. They could still clearly see us pretty easily, though.
Yeah, it's smaller. Like they're more like dots on the horizon now. I mean, at night it's really hard to see.
I think Tam's practice on the ship is to sleep first, transfer 4 hours, and then I'm awake the rest of the time.
Okay.
So I will try to go to sleep, somewhat relieved that we passed the bad weather, and then wake up to help keep watch.
Yeah. So I'll usually take the first one then, if that's the case. I'll just be captain.
Yeah, I mean you're keeping watch, so make a perception check for me.
That is a dirty 20.
There we go.
17 on the die.
Is there
baby.
anything in particular that you're trying to keep an eye on, that you're looking out for,
I think-
anything like that?
I think I glance behind us from time to time just to make sure they're still roughly as far back. But I think also, knowing what kind of tactics I would do, I'm also keeping more of my attention forward. Are they funneling us towards other Pirate King ships? You know, how desirable are we that I'm unaware of? Are we big fish or not?
Yeah, you do not see any other ships on the seas. You roll an insight check for me.
Okay. My insight
What's the moon?
is-
Because there's more than one moon, right? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
What's the moon situation like?
Man, I can't remember exactly what. I think that we said that there was 3 moons.
Oh, man.
That's what I want to go with. But right now you can only see 2 of them. They have different phases.
So it's bright out. It's not. This is not a pitch black.
Yeah, it's not pitch
Ooh.
black. And the stars, I mean, there's clouds here and there, but the star, past the water spout, eventually you get through and the clouds go away and the stars light up the sea. So you can see them, the other ships, but they can also see you. But ahead of you in the distance, almost dead on the heading, you see far off a line of clouds close to the horizon.
Okay. Like a storm, or are we getting roughly to the area where the Cloud Elf thinks that this thing
Could be both.
Okay. I definitely want to lose them fully before we get to that. But so if that's the case and I'm unsure about it, I would wake up the Cloud Elf, bring him
Okay.
to look at it, and just because I really don't
Yeah.
want these 3 ships to still be on us when we get to where we want to get. So, and if it is, then when Tam wakes up, we'll talk through what the next.
Yeah, I think
step should
Tam had
be.
maybe recommended that the Cloud Elf sleep trance when he did, so that when
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
overlap,
he could be
we
up.
can always be talking.
Yeah. He looks through the spyglass and he says, "You know, it's hard to tell. I mean, this is the heading, this is the place, and I've certainly heard stories that this floating citadel was surrounded with some kind of arcane defense systems, perhaps even artificial storms. But, I'm not quite sure if this is it or if this could just be a bit of cloud in our path. But it is dead on the heading, it seems."
Captain, I know you're tired, but since we've got this flying ability, Sorry, Mr. Aronath, spoiler alert. But
Oh, that's fascinating.
don't tell anybody else. We're going to surprise the crew. Could we possibly lift ourselves into this cloud and hide that way? Or do you want to try to lose them before we even get that close? Because I don't know how we're going to lose 3 ships without just being able to get somewhere where they can't get.
I don't know. We can only be up for an hour, right? So I don't even know if that would be long enough for us to hide in the clouds for them to catch up and pass us. And also, I don't know if we can... Are there cloud docks at this? Is our ship just going to fall out regardless?
You don't know if there's cloud docks, but you do know, right? You do remember that you can speak a command word and transform your ship back into the little figurine.
That's
if you want to.
Right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We have
forgotten so much helpful stuff.
I did too.
I'm just going to have a separate... I've got my character sheet, my spell sheet, my item sheet. Now I'm just going to have useful stuff to remember page.
How many people can a flying carpet take? Do we know that?
I think we said
I think
6
it
or
says,
something.
I think it's... Yeah, I don't think that your flying carpet can take everyone that is on your ship right now.
Okay, how many are on our ship?
Yeah, on the ship right now, there's Lichen and Tam, Bergen, Penelope, the Cloud Elf, Marcos, and then I think that you have 3 more crew besides that.
Okay, so
that's 9.
9 total.
This says it can carry up to 400 pounds at a fly speed of 60 feet. It can carry up to twice the weight shown on the... Twice that weight, but its fly speed is halved. So up to 800 pounds.
Yeah, so we would probably go in groups of 3 then, if that's the case. So that'd be 3 trips. And then that would have its full speed, most likely.
With its full speed, yeah, 3 trips. You could do 2 trips if you were going half speed.
Yeah, I say we do that. I think that's brilliant. We need to know if this is the right spot first, though. But the only thing is we're pretty sure this is the citadel we're trying to get to, but we're not sure. So basically one group has to go up first just to make sure this is what we're aiming for.
Well, why don't we...
Another thing to note, because the speed of the flying carpet it's not that much faster than the White Wake, and so if the White Wake is sailing towards it, the carpet's not going to get there really ahead of the White Wake.
What if we send somebody... Captain, what if you, since you can breathe underwater if the worst should happen, what if you take the carpet to these clouds while we're sailing that way, and then you come back and report? Well, you need to sleep, though. Or I could do it. I've got well, not today, I don't have a spell. I do have a potion of water walking. What if I take the carpet while you're sleeping, I investigate the clouds, and if it's just a storm, I come back and we kind of rethink. But if it is the place we're looking for, I go up and come back, and then we do the plan where we lift off, the ship lifts off, and then we ferry everybody off of the ship onto the sky docks. Because I'd hate for us to use our ace in the hole and it just be a regular storm.
Exactly, same.
I also want to make clear the distances involved. The storm, the clouds ahead of you, it's still almost a half day.
It's a long way away.
It's a long way. It's like a half day to almost a full day's worth of sailing. You're just drawing closer and closer and closer. So
okay.
Unless you're I'm going to let the White Wake idle. The White Wake sailed and the carpet flew, y'all would get there at about the same time.
So what if we just get there tomorrow and then go straight up into it?
Yeah. I think I was under the impression we were going to be able to try to do this tonight. Got it.
Yeah, sorry for...
No, you're good, you're good.
Believe it or not, it's hard to keep pretend nautical distances straight in your head.
Yep.
With magic carpets and flying boats.
Yeah. So y'all are just sailing on then?
So do we want to prep the crew for what we're doing?
Yeah, but a lot of people are sleeping. We can just prep them in the morning.
Right.
I think that's a good idea if we just want to shake them. And then it'd be hilarious if we start dropping bombs on them from clouds. They'll think it's raining bombs. That's hilarious to me.
Well, and again, if we get up there and we realize that they can't reach it, or maybe we get up there and we find what we need to find and take something away that they can no longer get their hands on. All of my concern was just that them knowing where this place was, and if there's a way to access it from the ocean without our special ability, that was my concern. But even now, we've got a day or half a day's head start on them.
Yeah. All right, well, let's do that. I guess I'll
All right.
go get some shut-eye.
Cool. The rest of the night passes uneventfully, except for pirates chasing you. And when the sun begins to come up, you are closer to this cloud on the horizon. You've noticed that there's less fish, there's less birds out here. Make a perception check as you guys are drawing closer to this
Dropped that
cloud
one.
bank.
Ooh.
19.
Mine's 19 on the dice, so it will be
Ooh,
22.
Woohoo!
You think you see amidst the clouds more solid formations of something. Maybe you see like a mountain peak here, or what is that? Or along the sea, the surface of the ocean. You can definitely see like some kind of land mass lying in the midst of this. I don't want to say storm, this squall. Also with the 19, you see flashes of lightning up in the. It looks like cloud to cloud lightning up in the storm. Something looks arcane about it. It doesn't look like natural lightning. It's like green lightning.
And these land masses, it doesn't look like this is an island rising from the sea. It looks like land mass in the cloud, which is above the ocean, or is it like a wall of storms that seems to reach all the way to the ocean? Can we tell if the land is in the air or if the land is where land would be expected to be?
You can't tell. Your vision is obscured by these storms.
Gotcha.
Like it's a wall of cloud and rain. But you do notice that it seems very localized. As you get closer, the blue sky over here, blue sky over there, just this one patch of storm. And as you get closer, you're like, man, this looks like it's maybe a mile or two across. Like it's not a big storm, and for something as dark and rainy as that, like that seems pretty unusual.
If it was natural, it'd be bigger.
Yes, or it would die out quickly, and this is not dying out. It doesn't even really look like it's changing. You've both seen storms. Like storms are not static; they don't just sit there. But this seems to be sitting there.
Pretty confident it's what we're looking for.
I agree. I think at this point it's just a case of when do we push the button, sir?
I'm gonna take my spyglass out, and I just want to see, using a spyglass, can I see far enough to still like fully make out people on the ship with how far we are away from them? You said they're like specks at this point.
Yeah, they haven't really caught back up to you, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
And we would know that this is Cloud Elf, not Sun Dwarf, so Wayfinder would not necessarily have the ability to ping something on there.
As far as you're aware.
We also, we're getting, what we could do, they can't see us that well. We could go ahead and get 3 on the carpet, maybe even 4. And I can breathe underwater. I'm fine to be the last person that goes. We just go ahead and take the ship down now, and all of us are just in the water. I don't think they can see far enough to see us right now. So right now they're just going to see a speck. That speck's going to be gone. And by the time they get here, none of us are even going to be in the water anymore. Or if we are, I'll be the only one, and I can swim down for as long as I want.
What if we... it's not a bad idea, but what if we just sail into this cloud and we're obscured that way, and that way we don't have to worry about creatures in the water picking people off as we wait?
That's true, but
that was my concern, is that's several people defenseless in the ocean.
that's a fair point. My worry is I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that cloud. What if the monsters are in the clouds? I don't.
The more I've thought of it, I think our best way to keep this place safe and to ourselves is just our speed that we get there. Because if we encounter monsters, they're going to encounter monsters. If we encounter storms, they're going to encounter it, and we've just got a 6 to 8 hour head start.
Okay.
And if we can keep our people safe while the shore party goes ashore, if we can find a place for them to stay, and we think that these pirates can't get up there, then we're safe. Even if they know about the place, if we think they can't get there, knowing about it does them no good, other than maybe keeping other people out.
would we be able to sail like around the cloud wall to like the backside where they can't see us?
It would take a while, but you could do that.
And where are the other 2 ships that have spread out? Are they still visible?
They've been maintaining formation,
Okay.
and now they're like
In a triangle formation?
one ship's fall. Yeah, so they're still visible. They're still there. They've been roughly keeping distance with you, but they're farther out than they were before.
Captain, I think we just got to go straight in and just take our chances. Because again, even if it doesn't work, even if we get there and it's just a bad storm, which it doesn't seem to be, we've got time to figure out our next steps.
All right. If that's what you feel strongly about, let's give it a try and hope nothing bad happens.
I'm a firm believer in learning what you can.
You guys sail straight for this cloud bank, and as you get closer, you see the rain coming down in sheets. I mean, the waves are not massive. The rain is obscuring your vision. You see flashes of lightning. You see in the distance, you hear what sound like waves crashing on rocks. And then all of a sudden you are, when you're driving down the highway and you see a rainstorm in the distance, and then you drive into the plane. You get into it and it's just like all on your windshield. That's kind of how it feels. All of a sudden it's just pounding rain upon you, and the light shifts and it's dark in here, and it feels very ominous, and you hear the rumbling of thunder and you hear the waves crashing on the rocks. Everyone make perception checks.
And it's a new day, right? We've rolled.
It's a new day. Yes.
I have swapped out a couple spells. Is why I was asking. Is
Cool.
this perception sight based again?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. This is just to get whatever as y'all are in this new environment. What all
Got
are you
it.
seeing?
It was bound to happen
Good thing I
eventually.
rolled.
7.
Rolled a 7, so I get a 13.
Attaboy.
Rolled a 3. Rolled a 3 and a 7.
Bergen rolls a nat 1, so
Ooh.
he's just sort of got his head down. He had been fixing some lunch for everyone, so he's trying to cover it up from the rain. Penelope got a 15. So here's some things that you all see. You all see this storm is localized. It's almost like you've gotten up closer to it. The demarcation between being in the storm and being out of the storm is so precise. You're this has to be magical.
Right.
Ahead of you, you see an island full of rocky crags, sandy beaches. You see some palms here or there, some other sparse island grass vegetation. The island kind of culminates in this peak. There's a wide, long bay kind of facing you all with sandy shores. And in this bay, it looks like the water gets more shallow. There's rocks. There are what look to be tens of wrecked ships. Just the bones and carcasses of many ships that have been thrown upon these rocks. This graveyard of ships, all strewn about this island. You see, all of a sudden, as you get a little bit closer, rising up off of the island, an enormous iron chain
What?
that looks to be anchored at the peak of the island.
This is awesome.
A link that is the size of 2 ships, 2 wayfinders put together. 100-foot long link, with the bulk of the link being almost 30 or 40 feet in circumference, rising up into the sky above you. And you see, you crane your heads to look up, and what you at first took for just the base of these storm clouds, there is rock and mountain, like an upside down mountain face, culminating in a point that hovers just above the peak of this island, with a chain connecting them.
So that island is just the anchor point.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You see flashes of lightning above you, and one final thing that you see on the shore, it almost blended in with the other ships. You see a massive structure. It almost looks like a ship, a mixture of silvery white wood, similar to the construction of your ship. And you see its superstructure, there are turrets and cabins and things carved out of black obsidian marble. And it glows with arcane power. And as you approach, you see it flash. And at the same time, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Both of us.
Both of you. Everyone on the ship has to make a
Okay.
wisdom saving throw. And actually, Wayfinder's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, are we about to get broadcast by Daddy Wayfinder? Oh, I rolled a 7, but 13?
14.
Yeah, not going to do it, unfortunately. You hear a voice in your heads say,
Oh no.
and you hear,
Imperial technology detected. Assimilating and assuming control.
and you feel the deck lurch as
cuss.
Wayfinder, outside of your control, begins being drawn towards this structure. You hear the voice again say,
Hostiles detected.
Oh no.
and that is where we are going to start.
Oh no.
Uh,
This is so bad. That was so good, but this is so bad.
let's just sail into the cloud wall. I liked learning by doing. We just lost our awesome ship.
Oh, pretty sure any scanning like that would go up in the air too. That is one thing that has impressed me, is the way that I'm imagining scale and the way that you're imagining scale, Nathaniel, is so vastly different. And then you really describe it, and it's just like my mind is a camera that has to zoom way out to even grasp what you're talking about, and it is so much fun. Well, that wraps it up for this slightly terrifying episode of Across the Glass Sea. We hope you are all as excited for the next few episodes as we are. If you don't mind, if you're enjoying this, give us a like, comment, or subscribe wherever you're listening along with us. It helps other people find the podcast, helps us to know what's going on with people that listen to us. We do have an Instagram, haven't posted on it in a long time. It's Across the Glass Sea, all one word, 3 S's in the middle. And with that being said, let's roll for advice, because Tam is so good at it. There it is, 17 for Ben.
14.
I got a nat 20.
Oh! Would you have ever thought you would lose this with a 14, Michael, based on
No,
the other
honestly.
36 episodes that we've
Based
done?
on how we usually roll. All right, that's fair, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, double digits is
Okay.
usually guaranteed safety.
Let's see. That's it for us from Across the Glass Sea. And don't forget that sometimes learning by doing honestly is the best way to go about it, guys. But sometimes you don't like what you learn.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
good advice for tabletop games and real life.
Yeah,
I've been so excited about the end of this episode for
Oh
so
my
long.
gosh, that is...
Oh, man.
This ship golem is going to eat our... Anyway, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.